25,000. Each additional kid, he give them 3,000. He was sharing the money from the oil. So this rotten fella that they said he was, I was told something different, that he wasn't a rotten fellow.
He did good.
He did good over there. But they wanted Libya didn't want a new regime. The Clinton,
I
Hillary
didn't want to go along with Hillary was the Secretary of
of State at that time, right?
Yeah.
And they went over there and put their hit on that
They
man.
had him killed.
They had him killed. And
Brutally, too. I
brutally
think
too. But the thing is, he didn't want to deal with money no more. He wanted to deal in coins. And he was going to put up a satellite where he wouldn't have to deal. Africa wouldn't have to deal with the European satellite or the United States communication satellite. He was going to put his own money into. In fact, I think he did. Okay, he was going to give the minister Louis Farrakhan $10 billion and all the wealth of Libya behind him, but they wouldn't let him have that money.
I see.
Now they killed him. Okay.
They made a mistake, too, when they killed Saddam Hussein, the way they did that.
Right, brutally.
Left the country in disarray.
Right.
And what happened was when we took over, we got rid of their whole army.
Right.
I don't know if they took away their guns or whatever.
Right.
But that was the army that would have worked for us.
Okay.
So that was a serious mistake.
Right. It made a lot of mistakes, but I want to know, and I want to write Washington and ask them, what are they going to do for Black Americans instead of bringing all these foreigners over here? None of these foreigners have done nothing for America. Black America built America.
Well, they're not gonna let them in.
Now I'm saying for Black Americans, what is the United States government going to do for Black Americans?
Nothing.
Can we get reparation?
No, they're not gonna.
So what I'm getting at, why is you take this money that you giving to these people from East Africa or these other places? That money should be going to Black Americans. We built this motherfucker.
I agree.
We built it. And in fact, my message to Donald Trump: Blacks made America great. You got free labor, free everything, and we got nothing.
Okay.
So make America great again. America's great because of Black people. Don't ever forget that.
I told you, you're going to hear the straight scoop from Kelvin Burns, and he speaks and represents a lot of people. He's got a lot of experience. He's been to Detroit, Michigan, is where he grew up, and he's now in Minnesota. So pay attention.
Well, I want white America to know I don't hate them, but you've been unfair. And Black people is the best thing that ever happened to white people.
So you think that white people have taken advantage of the Black people, and the Black people have been beautifully presentable to the white people?
Very. We're the best thing that ever happened to white people.
All right. Well, that's the answer to that question.
And then they want to kill us off, lock us up, and we've done a lot for this country or this company. Black Americans made this place.
I grew up in an area where there weren't a lot of Black people, but the Black people that I've ever been in contact with, I've never had any problem with. I've always gotten along. Maybe somebody opened up a big mouth, had nothing to do if they were Black or white, if they had a big naughty mouth.
But what I'm getting at, and not all white people, we're not talking about the conservative white people. White people have a cruel hate. And we've did nothing but helped. But you bring in these people from Syria and all these other places and give them everything. That's a fucked up way of thinking.
Well, we'll have to rethink that maybe as we move along with the campaign.
Well, I want reparation.
Well, I don't know how they're going to get that. I don't know how they're going to decide who gets it, who's Black and who's not, and who's part, and how much. And I agree that something should be done, but
well, they paid everybody but us. They paid the Japanese. I think they paid some of the white Jews. They didn't pay the Black Jews, which is us over here in North America. Everybody they did something wrong to, they paid them except us. But like I say, these sellout politicians we have, they not have helped us. We got local sellout politicians also.
Well, when I ran for governor the last time around, And my programs benefit black people greatly. Or I don't call them black people. I call them colored people. And some people say, well,
Well, we're really not colored people. Like I said,
they're not black people.
Well,
And they're not African American
We're not
people.
we're not
and they're not
African-American.
Negroes.
We're not
And,
Negroes.
You know, so they're nothing. They're just those folks. I mean, who are they? But
We're
my
Israelites.
programs would be good. The kids would be healthier. They'd be better educated. And a healthier, better educated society has to have positive results.
but we have to separate the black children from the white children.
I don't know how
We got to separate. We need our own schools, our own hospitals, our own community. We got to do it. It's going to fail.
Well, they have some of that.
No, but we need more. We need all of that.
Okay, well, we can hold that position. We could argue for it, but I don't know exactly that it's going to
But
happen.
it's time for a separation.
Yeah.
And then I'm not saying, at some point you're going to have to do business with each other. But I'm saying blacks need their own. The black children need their own.
What
we
happens
need
if
our
a
own
white
teachers.
guy? What happens if a white guy's on the bus and there's a cute black girl sitting across the way?
We don't need to be. We don't need to be mixing either. That's another thing.
Okay.
That's another thing hurt us. Like Jermaine Jackson, he married an Arab woman. Janet Jackson, she married an Arab man. I tell my people, don't mix with Arabs. Don't let them.
You don't have
Stay
good
with your
history.
own.
You don't have good history with the Arab people from Michigan anyway.
Arabs are terrible people. They're very disrespectful towards the black man and black woman in the Detroit, Michigan area. These here wasn't too bad, but that bunch in the Detroit, Michigan area, very disrespectful.
I see.
As soon as they want to take black women off, as soon as you take one of them Arab women off somewhere, they're ready to kill a woman and you.
Oh yeah, they don't.
And I say to the Arab, don't play with my woman if you don't want me playing with yours. And then they quick to say, assalamu alaikum, fuck you. If you disrespect my woman, you are not my brother.
So
Don't play with my woman if you don't want me playing
they-
with yours.
They became powerful.
They
in
became
Michigan?
powerful. See, they didn't want the black people to have anything, so they let the Arabs buy all the Dearborn and Dearborn Heights, got it looking like the Middle East. And I tell my black American brothers, don't take sides with the Arabs over the whites. Let the Arabs and the whites fight, and you sit back and you stay out of it. The Arab had you in slavery before the white man did. But you got a lot of black people want to get the Arabs a pass.
But the white people don't care that the Arabs take over all those corner
Oh,
stores.
they care.
and stuff.
They
Do
care.
they? Yeah,
Oh, they
yeah.
care. You got some
Okay.
hillbillies mad as hell about that.
Well, then you got Kelvin Burns here to tell you the story. Knows more than I do, you know. I'm kind of focused on environmental issues and electric cars and new energy and talking about things like how to bring money into circulation that's not debt, lithium batteries powered by solar energy, all that kind of stuff. You know, the cars of the future are not going to be like they are today. They're going to make them out of carbon fiber composites, and they just stamp them out because we need a couple of 100 million electric cars with lithium batteries to replace what we have.
I don't think they're going to do away with the gas car, period, because it's too much money in gas.
Well, but once people have electric cars, they're not going to need the gas. But I understand what you're saying. Let's move along. We can't predict the future. We'll take baby steps as much as we can. We're going to root for Donald Trump. If we have ideas, send them into him. He's our president. Give the office a certain amount of respect and give him a little bit of time.
Well, I'm concerned about the future of the black Jewish Americans, which is us. I'm concerned about their future. See, I don't. It's not just about me. It's about the mask of the people. And a lot of the black politicians don't feel that way. As long as they eating good, they don't give a damn about the poor blacks.
All right, well, we'll talk about that on the next show, but we're going to wrap it up for right now. I'm Leslie Davis, here with my good friend Kelvin Burns
Salam Atlantics.
from Detroit, Michigan, and he's hooked up with the Melanics, who you'll learn more of in our next show. We're going to talk about race and how to improve race relations. I'm Leslie Davis, candidate for governor of the state of Minnesota. Kelvin Burns working alongside of me, and together we're going to improve our lives and your lives. Thanks a lot for watching.
That's right.